Rafai Husseini is waiting. And of course, Barrister Darlington Agumo will be joining us this morning on the show. Okay? It promises to be very, very conversational, very robust. Okay? Let's have a beautiful one again this morning. All right, check your time now. It's 7:04 a.m. Let's take a ride. Yes, Punch newspaper will take the lead. Don't block Natasha's resumption, NBA tells Senate. Yeah. Make early payment for 2026 Hajj, Nakon urges pilgrims. Lagos Market massacre, death toll rises to 6 after police shooting. IMPI projects inflation to drop 17% by year end. 8 million Nigerians out of darkness, says REA. 8 million Nigerians out of darkness. Yeah. And then to some more headlines now, quickly, everyone. Let's look at it one after the other. Emergency rule. Winners, losers, as Tinubu reinstates Fubara. Federal government returns history to basic school curriculum. It's a very big one. It's a very big one. Was that why Oyefolu and Odedeji were clapping earlier while I was coming? Oh, okay. Let me do same. Okay, 7 victims confirmed killed in Lagos building fire. And then on cash transfer, federal government pays 330 billion naira to about 8.1 million households. Okay. Federal government pays 330 billion naira to about 8.1 million households. Wow. I'll give you a breakdown of that later, okay? SSCE, NECO probes mass cheating in 13 states. Federal government, states, local governments shared 2.2 trillion naira August revenue according to FAC. Federal government, states, local government areas shared 2.2 trillion August revenue according to FAC. And then to some more headlines now. Wike hails Tinubu for restoring democracy in Rivers. Still Rivers, Tinubu warns politicians against manipulations and violence. And then there is a full text there. Tinubu ends state of emergency in Rivers, restores Fubara. I am not joining ADC. Adeleke declares, I am not joining ADC. On Anambra poll, Obedient Movement backs Moghalu, vows to deliver victory. And from Punch newspaper, let's move quickly to check up some more headlines courtesy Vanguard. Now, federal government pays out 330 billion naira cash transfers. Don't get it twisted. To poor Nigerians. That's how Vanguard is putting it. Federal government pays out 330 billion naira cash transfers to poor Nigerians, according to Edun. 60.26% of candidates have credit passes in English and mathematics. Incitement as Tinubu restores Fubara, deputy and legislators. Experts charges insurance, pension operators to cover informal sector. New tax laws, incentive schemes must spur industrialization. I take that again. On new tax laws, incentive schemes must spur industrialization, says LCCI. And then federal government pays out 330 billion naira cash transfer to poor Nigerians. That story is coming again, says Wali Edun. And then there's a cartoon there called Vanguard. It says, are you now a wicked man? And the wicked has WK somewhere, and then the D also somewhere. I hope you understand. I'm trying to help you understand. Are you now a wicked D aside man? It's a big question, Courtesy Vanguard newspaper. Okay, let's look at it more. Let's take some more now. 2027 Erufai right on power shift. Obi remains rallying point. Obedient leader. Erufai right on power shift. Obi remains rallying point. So everyone is to rally round Obi. That's what Erufai said. Judge returns Lagos land forgery case to CJ. Alleged drug trafficking. Saudi Arabia frees 3 Nigerian pilgrims. CAP PLC, NAPTEP push painting as viable career for Nigerian youths. Naira down to 1,537 Naira per dollar in the parallel market. NECO results, 60.26% of candidates of credit passes in English and, of course, mathematics. PDP dismisses APC national chairman's claim to install Plateau governor in 2027. PDP dismisses APC national chairman's claim to install Plateau governor in 2027. Rivers, PDP warns Fubara against defection, demands probe of interim rule. Okay, let's look at it again. Alleged drug trafficking. Saudi Arabia frees 3 Nigerian pilgrims. And then to Daily Thrust newspaper now. Fubara returns. Yes. Fubara returns. Hobbled. Many IPOP terrorists killed in Imo, says police. Many IPOP terrorists killed in Imo. Daily Thrust is the one reporting this story this way. IPOP terrorists. Okay. ShopRite stores shut in Ibadan. Ilorin, shelves empty in Lagos and Abuja. ShopRite stores shut in Ibadan and Ilorin. Shelves empty in Abuja and, of course, in Lagos. I think I visited, I traveled a couple of days ago, and I visited, ShopRite, in that state. I think I visited, in Ibadan, in Lagos, and Ondo State. The shelves were so dry. I was wondering, I want to buy these, and they said there is no, and that they are expecting goods. They've been expecting goods, and the guy told me it's been like that for a couple of months now. No goods everywhere, just dry up. Everywhere dried up. Well, I don't know what's happening to ShopRite though. It's okay. On poor discipline, not NFF behind Super Eagles World Cup woes. Ikpeba. Poor discipline, not NFF behind Super Eagles World Cup woes. That's Ikpeba speaking. And then Fubara returns. What awaits River State? It's a big question. Abducted Katsina couple freed after 50 million naira ransom. On insecurity, Tinubu isn't providing right leadership, says Atiku Abubakar. And then FRS officials killed in Afriland Tours fire outbreak. The Nation newspaper is next. Of course, the Nation newspaper is next. Let's check out some headlines. Support for Gbenga Hashim grows in Kaduna. Federal pensioners threatened to protest October 1st. Why SSGs must embrace digital tools for effective governance, says Akume. How to ensure greater women's representation in elective offices by INEC. FAC distributes record 2.22 trillion naira to federal, states, and councils. On Edu now, we have given 330 billion naira to 8.1 million vulnerable households. Fubara Amahule, other lawmakers back in office. ADC leading lights won't leave over ADC's INEC recognition, says spokesman. Leading lights won't leave over ADC's INEC recognition, says spokesman. And then two more to go. First, Daily Post newspaper. Rivers, Tinubu must apologize for suspending Fubara, says the People's Democratic Party. Fubara suspension, Nigerians did nothing, allowed illegality, says Eze. Fubara's suspension, Nigerians did nothing, allowed illegality, says Eze. ICPC secures 6-year jail term against River Basin Director. Fubara to resume today as Tinubu suspends Rivers emergency rule. And then there's a full text there of Tinubu's speech reinstating Fubara as Rivers State Governor. No lesson learned from Rivers emergency rule, says lawyer. No lessons at all learned. And then tension in Yola as Adamawa government demolishes over 2,000 illegal shops in Jimeta market. Only peace will come from Rivers. Wike hails Tinubu for reinstating Fubara. To Edo now, abducted seminarians yet to regain freedom after over 2 months. End of emergency rule. Breath of fresh air. Ex-Rivers Commissioner is the one speaking now. Governor Leah flags off 2025 fertilizer distribution in Benue. Our spokesman comment on Tinubu's candidacy, personal, not for groups, says ACF. State of emergency, Tinubu's action restored democracy, saved Rivers, says Nyesom Wike. Fubara's return, damage already done, CUPP. ACF opposes plan to hand Tinubu sole APC ticket. 2027, only PDP-led coalition can unseat APC, Kaduna chairman speaking. And then factions, trade accusations as battle for control of Adamawa ADC persists. Now let me move quickly to the Sun newspaper. Still Rivers State now, so much in the news this morning. Wike hails Tinubu for reinstating Fubara. Grace in duty. Why Abike Dabiri Arewa stands tall. Governor Fubara, deputy, lawmakers return as emergency rule ends. 60.26% pass as NACO releases 2025 SSCE internal results. APC hails Ayeda Tiwa on Supreme Court victory. And Governor Fubara, deputy, lawmakers return as emergency rule ends. Those are the stories this morning. We have redefined stomach infrastructure with development in Anambra. Governor Soludo speaking. We have redefined stomach infrastructure with development in Anambra. Governor Chukuma Soludo. 2027, why former legislators root for retention of presidency in South. Why APC may not print single presidential nomination form. Uwada speaking. Why APC may not print single presidential nomination form. And then finally here, APC not scared of Jonathan in 2027. National chairman speaking there. You're on to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Everyone, go to YouTube and drop a comment so we can read it out in real time. YouTube is VOP 90.3 FM. Yes, VOP 90.3 FM on YouTube. And then WhatsApp is 081-717-56338. 081-717-56338. Let's now join Rufai Yusini. All right? quickly. Let's go.
Of things happen that you just wonder what's the joke in all of this. You see, Nigeria has now become a country where a lot of things happen that you just wonder what's the joke in all of this. At first, we now have a country where Ibas, the head of the aberration state of emergency government in Rivers State, now has the temerity to tell Nigerians that he left a legacy of peace and restoration and discipline. I mean, what legacy did he leave? You see, it's time we start to ask these people questions. What legacy did he leave? Is it legacy of fraudulently conducted elections, where in Obiakpo, for instance, we're getting over 300,000 votes? What we now call the miracle of Obiakpo. We're getting numbers in Obiakpo that even Wike himself could not get when he was running for elections. So the question we should now ask is, what kind of legacy did he say he left? Legacy he left that people in Rivers State are now asking questions that, please, he should be called to account. And please, we have to ask, all the money Ibas collected when he was doing state of emergency government, Wuru emergency, he must be made to account for all of those monies, because if he doesn't, they will have been supporting aberration. Because this was the same budget that they said they couldn't give to Fubara because they were fighting then, but they gave it to a Bas. A lot of people were complaining that there was nothing done in Rivers State during his time. Most of the top projects left abandoned, left undone, and he's not saying he's leaving a legacy. Please, his emergence, Ibas's emergence as first was an aberration. And we should not live in a country where we support evil, because it will come back to haunt all of us. So what is he saying? What is he saying that is sweet in his mouth? And you see, that's the joke of a country we have now built. The president will never forget, use state of emergency to settle a political impasse between two people. Obviously, because he was going to favor those that were close to him, and that's the minister, against Fubara. After he had first sided with Wike, because that's another part we don't see. It's not that he just called state of emergency. He had first sided with Wike in a botched peace deal. It was when Fubara didn't yield to that, he now used the force and the arm of the law to be able to force Fubara. So I'm sure when Fubara returns, they will just make him a mockery. A case was filed in the Supreme Court. Till today, they didn't hear that case. So you can see the kind of democracy we practice, that our country has now become a joke. Is it not so much a joke that bandits even now give press conferences? There are videos making the rounds of the bandits in Katsina State giving press conference, and that the reason why he attacked was because they attacked his people. Bandits have the temerity to hold peace meetings and give press conferences. The way we are going, I just hope bandits will not become election umpires in this country at the point. That's the way our democracy keeps going down. And it's on record we are saying all these things. It's on record we are saying all these things. So please, Labour Party is calling for probe of this emergency. Everybody should please look at the probe if we want our country to be good. Agboola Ajayi, former People's Democratic candidate, has withdrawn his case against Lucky Aiyedatiwa, and he issued an address to Chief Registrar of the Apex Court saying, as gubernatorial candidate, I've engaged in thoughtful discussion with my family associates. I'm probably sure that they have both done a deal at some point at the back. So when they say I want to withdraw cases like that, it's about their own interest. It's never in the interest of anybody. So it's quite very shocking. Anyway, the court had ruled that the appellant lacked the necessary local standing to pursue the case, rendering the appeal unsustainable. It also ruled that the case was statute barred, affirming that the decision of the Election Petition Tribunal and rejecting Mr. Ajayi's claims before now So let's see how all of that pans out. But when politicians make their own deals in the corner, they will start talking. The ICE has captured an alleged person for a sex offender in the USA. They are saying this person had been arrested by ICE, for sexual offense, and they disclosed this in their own tweets, and they've been able to release some information about this individual. You know, Kano, Lagos, and Oyo, they shine in NECO 2025. The council is recommending for blacklisting 9 supervisors, as regards the 2025 NECO exams that just held. NECO released results of 2025 results, commending President Tinubu for his unwavering support. According to you, the event was a combination of rigorous exercise. Mr. Wushishi, heaped praises on the Minister of Education and the President. They further commended stakeholders, and they said the council released 2025 SSC internal results 45 days after the last paper was written. They said out of 1.3 million candidates who sat for the June-July exercise, 818,000, representing 60%, scored 5 credits above, including maths and English. They stated that number of candidates with 5 credits and above, irrespective of mathematics and English, was 1,100,044. That's about 84%. Number of candidates that registered for the examination is about 1.3. They had about 685,000 male and 681,000 female. Number of candidates that sat representing was over 680,000. Mathematics and English, they had over 818,000 people, representing 60.26%. So what they are saying invariably is that I think the scores were a lot positive as regards this NECO. Rather than WAEC, because we all remember what happened in WAEC. But anyway, WAEC too at first announced a very big failure rate, but they had changed it after they had gone to mark again when people complained about their scripts and everything that ensued. So this is a good one. Police conclude their investigation, and they said Pastor Adifras reported a stun gun, not a firearm. Anyway, all of that was a long, protracted waste of time in the first place, because we already knew that what he pointed was a stun gun, not a firearm. So, as against what they were saying initially, so that's just it. From President Tinubu's loyalists have started deceiving him again. They vowed 10 million votes. 10 million votes, where? Where is he going to get the 10 million votes from? Is it the 10 million votes he couldn't get in the last election? With the level of voter apathy? At least, we are even now getting, people are talking about 10 million votes. At a point in this country, before we had the electoral systems in place like beavers and everything, we used to have over 20 million votes. In fact, 24 million votes. Where people will camp and pad numbers as regards elections. All of those days are gone. Director of the umbrella body, one of the APC groups, Consolidated APC Grassroots Movement, Sigram Agabiomo, gave these answers. The person is also a special assistant on mobilization to Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa. They are saying 1.2 million members to mobilize votes and all of that. The question is, where are they going to get these votes from? Is it in a country where people hardly come out for elections? So let us see how we're going to do it. Post-harvest lodges and storage essentials will address wastage. We've always been saying it. You see, the problem with agriculture in Nigeria is multifaceted. Most of the food being produced, go to waste because there's no way to store them. Look at most of the potato, the tomato, and other foods we produce. It all goes to waste. So how are we going to build effective storage facilities across the country in such a way that we can get to store this food? Tomatoes, can we can them? Can we convert them? Because you go to some parts of the north, you see tomatoes being wasted. So the ones we produce, we don't even have processing plants. So these are part of the problems we have. So if we can reduce post-harvest losses that they are saying is over 50% now, I think our country will be a whole lot better. Also, logistics, cold chain storage. See, if you go to Abuja, you will see some fresh fruits, but to bring it here is a problem. The roads are bad. Where's the rail to ship all these materials? At a point in this country in the 60s, do you know that they used to ship cows in rail to the south here to come and kill? So you see, when you now see these people making argument about grazing, open grazing, and all of that, you are wondering. They used to ship cows from the north to the south via rail. Where's the rail? If the rail lines were effective, you can use to pass food across. It's just for you to attach the cold storage cabin to all of these things and pick it up via rail. But development of that is going to cost a lot of money. The pre-existing rail line, what is happening as regards that? Even the rail line they do, some people will still go and remove the sleepers here and there. So there are many problems in Nigeria that we need to look hard and long and deep about. Because if we don't do it, our country will never move forward. But I just hope that sense and sensibility will prevail. Because that's what we need in this country. President Tinubu has finally ended the state of emergency in Rivers State. He has announced the end of 6 months of emergency, declaring Governor Similaye Fubara, his deputy, and members of the State House of Assembly will return to office on Wednesday, September 18th. Yes, he can do that, but where is the court case? The court case they took to the Supreme Court. It's a shame that we didn't hear that case. In a statement released by the presidency on Wednesday, he said the state of emergency, first proclaimed on March 18, was necessary to arrest the paralysis of government. There was no paralysis of governance, with due respect. It was two people that were fighting. God knows when they had their deal. There was no paralysis of governance. You recall that the bitter conflict between the governor and lawmakers, it was not a bitter conflict between the governor and his lawmakers, it was a bitter conflict between the governor and Nyesom Wike, the former governor, which was his godfather. Nyesom Wike was just using the 27 loyal lawmakers to him. It therefore gives me great pleasure to declare the state of emergency shall end with effect from midnight today, and Governor Similaye Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Maudu and members of the State House of Assembly will resume. Anyway, they've been able to achieve their own aim as regards all of this matter. And that's just it. But is this the best way forward? We'll keep speaking truth to power at all times. If I wrote a long message as regards that, we'll keep looking at it. So, Rivers elders are appealing to Fubara and Assembly to avoid further conflicts. I mean, this should have returned, because since they have clamped Fubara's hand, they've gotten the local government Wiki always wanted to get. I think this should be able to return now, except if Fubara is going to try to fight them again. Uno of Worry is speaking, and he said Nigeria's real war is against moral decay. Yeah, yes, there's a big level of moral decay. It's not in this country that politicians are in bed with bandits. Politicians are saying all sorts of things. They are abusing people. There's no moral decorum in society. It's not in this country. Have we not seen how it's happening? So he was speaking at a final training exercise for 2025 senior military officers at the Staff College in Jaji near Kaduna, where he delivered a lecture straddling family value as a force for national security, the role of traditional officers there. And Akwa Ibom State disburses 46.9 million to fallen officers' family. That's a decent one. Police killed 2 suspects kidnappers in Delta States, and they got back rifles from them and the likes. That's an interesting one. We just hope that this can continue.
Thank you so much, Rufai Yoseni, for that analysis. Appreciate you. All right, this time around, let's quickly join Barrister Darlington Agumo, all right, to also look deeply into some of these headlines this morning. All right, everyone. Let's now join Barrister Darlington Agumo. Top of the morning to you, sir, and welcome.
Good
morning to you, sir. I'm doing great. You, how are you doing this morning?
I am okay. At least I'm back in office now.
Okay. That's beautiful. You're back in office now.
Yes, so I'm waiting for the next fire.
Waiting for the next fire. What do you mean the next fire?
They come to they go ahead with your
No.
your
Let's
program.
understand. Let's understand the next fire. You think there's gonna be any fire somewhere? You know.
They come today. Is it not too early to start these fireworks?
No, we just want to understand the fire you're talking about. It's just very simple. If there's going to be any fire at all.
The final conclusion is that Fubara may be impeached.
Oh, really?
Did you hear me now?
Oh, really? Really?
Fubara is likely to be impeached, whether he turns out to be a good boy or not. Go and look at past history. Balarabe Musa, was he not impeached when he was surrounded by MPN lawmakers in Kaduna? And he refused to play ball. They are going to tempt Fubara with a demand that he will not be likely to meet. And they will use that against him. I know these things coming today. The next thing is to impeach him finally so that it will be rested and dusted. That's the truth.
Barrister Darlington, so far, I want us to look at these emergency rules, these 6 months that have elapsed. Let's look at the winners and the losers of all of this brouhaha so far. The winners and the losers. Is it, let's look at Wike, let's look at Tinubu, let's look at Rivers people, let's look at Fubara himself. I mean, winners and the losers of all in all of these issues. Let's look at it together, Barrister Darlington.
No, there is no winner and loser as of now. Whatever you are seeing now is a temporary truce. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Temporary.
Temporary, because the bet was for Fubara to, cause problem and all that, or maybe mobilize his voice. They will now use it as an excuse to extend the state of emergency. But this man cleverly avoided all that by traveling outside the country and telling his people to keep quiet and all that. So they didn't have any reason to extend the state of emergency because that was the initial idea. Because the person that declared it said the initial 6 months. That means they had in mind to extend it, but because what they were looking for did not happen. And then during the local government election, Fubara and the people did not cause any problem and all that. So you can see they are still looking for something, they have not gotten it, and that is to finally impeach Fubara. That's the truth. So no winner as at now until the battle is over. Because they are thinking that Fubara will be nursing their ambition of going to another party to contest election instead of agreeing to enter APC. Even if he enters APC, they will still not trust him. Because they will be thinking that with what they did to him, he may be nursing one revenge plan or the other. That's the truth. So nobody should come and tell me that peace has returned. Peace has not returned. No. In the first place, was there any problem in River State? There was no problem now. It's clear to everybody. So all these deceitful speeches and all that, you can tell that to the dogs. We are not interested. How can somebody say that the crisis was in River State before the state of emergency? Is that not deceit? It can be 2 days. When you are dealing with somebody who is very averse to truth, you will never get it right. Seriously. All of a sudden, nobody knew that there were court cases about this matter. Nobody knew. The Attorney General did not know. All the special aides, they were not aware. Nobody told him. You can imagine. Okay. How come the Supreme Court did not attend to this matter? Is it not because they knew that they have done wrong and the Supreme Court will shut it down? That's why they refused to allow them to attend to it. Unfortunately, Kamikide, I am very ashamed this morning, seriously, very, very ashamed of the judiciary. We thought they were going to repent and do the right thing, but they are getting worse by the day. Can somebody explain to me why that matter was not attended until 6 months after? when it has expired. So what are they going to do now? They will tell you now that the events have overtaken that matter, so the court, the matter will be struck out or dismissed. Just imagine. So, if all these institutions have been compromised, then where lies the future of Nigeria? Can somebody explain to me? If the National Assembly have been compromised, the judiciary have been compromised, the security agencies have been compromised, the civil servants have been compromised. So, who will now build this Nigeria? You can see where we are heading to. You can see it now. Let nobody come tomorrow and ask me, how did we get here? All of us are seeing it too. We are seeing how we got here. A situation whereby the judiciary, up to the highest court, can no longer do the needful in matters like this. In matters like this.
Barrister Darlington, Nigerians also are asking questions. What awaits Rivers State, now that this man has been restored? And aside that, there is one other big question, now, as the governor resumes, what will he meet on ground? And of course, can he work with the new structures? It's a very big one.
Yeah, he has no choice, though. After he accepted all the conditions. Before he was asked to return, you think that things were not said and all that? Even after, were you not here when meetings were conducted outside the shores of Nigeria? Were you not here? You thought those meetings are for nothing. That was where the conditions were set out, and the man said, "Okay, no problem. Let me just be there as a governor. You can do whatever you like." Yes, that's the truth, too. If not, if you hear what Wike said after the local government election, he said, now that the election has been conducted peacefully, the state of emergency will be lifted. And I asked myself, what role does Wike have to play in Rivers State, a Kamichude? Is Wike the only former governor of a state? We had other former governors who, after their time, they left office. The P2Bs, the Baba Tunde Fashola, you name all of them, they left after their time. What role does Wike have to play in Rivers, and who's giving him the impetus to do what he's doing? You can imagine. Very deceitful set of people. You can imagine. So I pray what I'm thinking will not happen. I pray, because this arrogance and impunity, it is getting out of hand. They come today. One day somebody will wake up and say that, look, you see today, in order to show up our economy and our finances, everybody will be paying breeding charges, at least 2%. They will now mount all their honchos in every street. As you come out to go to work or to business, you pay toll at the end of your street or beginning of your street. I'm telling you, it's coming. They will do it because we have tolerated the other one they did, so they're going to do more.
Barrister Darlington, I want to ask you, all right, contrary to what you've said, the FCT minister has hailed the president for restoring democratic governance to Rivers State by lifting the emergency rule imposed on the state. In his words, he said, only peace will come from Rivers State. Only peace will come from Rivers State. Contrary to what you've said.
Please, I told you, never you take anything they tell you to the bank. That check will bounce. So I have asked you before, and I'm asking you again. Mention one truth that came out of them. One single truth. At least the infamy that happened in Rivers State. Was there any truth in what they said about insecurity, about crisis? So whenever these people are telling you anything about Rivers State, don't listen to them. They are working towards an answer. They are not telling anybody the truth. But unfortunately, all their lies, all their shenanigans, all their deceit are well known to the people. They are just bidding their time. That's the truth. They are bidding their time.
There are doubts and, of course, uncertainty in this Rivers issue. All right, uncertainty in capital letters, because some persons have said, hey, Fubara might decide to decamp, and even PDP too is warning Fubara against defection.
PDP should shut up. They should keep quiet. Where we are there when this incident happened? Where we are there? They don't know how to protest, Abi. Was it not protest and propaganda that brought APC to power? What are they doing? I was expecting PDP to mobilize all over the country and occupy River State in protest. But they didn't do anything. They are now warning the man. So when the man was going through hell, what did they do? Did they come to his rescue? Was there any protest in River by PDP? Please, they should mind their business. They gave room for all these things that is going on. They gave room. I said when APC was in opposition, everybody saw what they were doing here. In a day, Lai Mohammed will issue 4 to 5 press conferences. Even when Jonathan is eating in Aso Rock, Lai Mohammed will issue a press conference on it and say, look at the food he's eating. Look at chicken. Look at how this man is finishing our money. Then when the man now wants to go to the convenience in Aso, he has said too long ago, please, Obama, can you call this man? Want to see him? He has said too long inside. All manner of things just to harass the government in power. Yet, these people are in opposition. They cannot do anything. And they think they will get anything out of these people. It can't be today. In my place, it is said that it is not giving the monkey water to drink. It is the problem who will collect the cup. PDP has given APC water to drink. Now to collect the cup is becoming impossible. That's the truth.
But Barrister, honestly, would you blame the People's Democratic Party? Because we the likes of Wike, and some of the persons in the People's Democratic Party. So you won't blame this party if you feel they are handicapped.
In what way are they handicapped? It is fear, cowardice. My literature book, Julius Caesar. William Shakespeare said that the cowards died many times before their death. I'm telling you. Are you telling me that if PDP were to mobilize all their people all over the country and make a demand either at the National Assembly or in Aso Rock, they will arrest all of them and imprison all of them, and the whole world will be watching and clapping for APC? Is there any offense if you go on a protest? Tell me. Didn't APC protest? Was anybody arrested? So they are the ones that tie their own hands. So I'm not joking. They are the ones that tie their own hands.
Okay. Aside PDP, let me also point here that a chieftain of the APC, his name is Eze Chukwuemeka Eze. He has expressed disappointment that Nigerians watched and did nothing. Not PDP. You were saying PDP, but he's saying the entire nation, Nigerians, watched and did nothing, allowing emergency rule and suspension of the democratic governance in Rivers to happen successfully. That's what he said. So you
exactly
saying
because
PDP, he's saying Nigeria.
No, it can't be today. Must you cry more than the belief? Is it not a PDP state that is being hijacked? Okay. If you are doubting me, let somebody try any nonsense in Lagos State here. It can't be today. Let anybody come into Lagos State to say they want to take over Lagos State. And you see the reaction of Tinubu and APC. You can see what I'm telling you. So the fault is on PDP. I am sure if they have mobilized, people will support them. In any environment, there must be a leader for something to succeed. A sincere leader who wants to lead. People will come out if you call them. They are waiting for somebody who will lead. APC cannot imprison every Nigerian. It's not possible. It's not possible. When they see the mass and mammoth crowd, they will be asking for peace. Seriously. Go and check all over the world. The one that is happening in Kathmandu now. Was it not the people? Somebody mobilized them before they move. So Let them continue to remain laid back and lethargic, and let me see how they will succeed.
Barrister Darlington,
Because the people need a mobilizer. Go and check. People need a mobilizer. So if the PDP or ADC or even Labour are not ready, then I wish them well.
I was having a conversation with a couple of journalists yesterday, and they were like, if Fubara had known that he wouldn't be able to fight this thing, why did he even start in the first place?
He thought that the people like PDP now will come to his aid. Are you not getting it? He thought that people will, come to his aid and all that. But everybody was laid back. Either they were compromised or whatever. Everybody was laid because, look, oh God, if you want to rubbish a government, it can be treated. It is with protest. I'm not joking. You just imagine that PDP mobilized all over the country and descend on River State, protesting about this whatever. You mean they will shoot everybody, they will arrest everybody, and then the international community will be watching Abi? Look, by now, no APC leader will travel out of this country. I'm not joking.
How do you mean?
They would have clamped down on them. The international community will clamp down on really. If they now arrest and they kill people who are protesting about this injustice, the international community will, in fact, they will support them. They will come to their rescue. They will even they will sanction the government of the day. I'm not joking. Because what they did was illegal. This is a very good opportunity for PDP to make a statement, but they laid back. The international community, US, UK, all of them, they would have come to the support of PDP and Nigerians. But they laid back, and that opportunity was lost. They will clamp down. In fact, some group will go to the Supreme Court, occupy it for supporting this thing, National Assembly. But nobody was able to do anything. Meanwhile, APC did it so well to deceive and confuse Nigerians before they got into power. You can see.
Right now, the PDP is saying that Tinubu must apologize for suspending Fubara.
We'll leave that in. So apologize for what? When he told you that he did not even know that what he did was wrong. Did you tell him that what he did was wrong? Why was APC, I mean the PDP, when this thing happened? So the apology, will he clean up the mess? You can imagine this PDP. Even what they're doing with weak self, I don't know. Maybe they don't hypnotize PDP members. I'm not joking. They under serious hypnotism. They couldn't handle weak. Is it Tinubu they can handle now? Apologize. If you apologize, what will happen? Just don't wait. By next year, you will see what you will do with these PDP people.
The coalition of United Political Parties, CUPP, has said it welcomes the determination, of the state of emergency in Rivers State, but strongly condemns its declaration as what they have done is really not the best. According to CUPP, it said the damage has already been done. As regards this Fubara's return, the damage has already been done. Let's forget about it.
Look, anybody that is saying anything now, is like closing the barn door after the horse have escaped. For the past 6 months, what did anybody do or say? That is my question. It can't be true. Were you not aware when northern leaders were begging Tinubu come and declare state of emergency in our region because of insecurity? Everybody saw what was going on there. Did he listen to them? Did he say a word? Did he even give any excuse why he cannot do it? But because they want to hijack River State because of the money coming in there. Nothing else. It's all about state resources. Nothing else. They hijack River State and you are now telling us is damage. What were you doing? Why did you allow it? I remember when Jonathan wanted to rename the Unilag to Morlag. The people from Lagos and South put up a resistance. That look, that place is an act of parliament. You cannot rename it on your own. You can't do that. They mounted pressure, and the man had to withdraw. You can imagine. But here, Tinubu have done almost everything against the democracy. and nobody is challenging him. He can't be today. Nobody have told Tinubu, this one you did is wrong, or don't do it. And you say you're in a democracy. I said, wait, by next year, you will see more, don't worry yourself. I don't want to say it. Because they tested the water and they have succeeded. So, what are you going to do now?
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Let's look at, finally, on this same issue, let's look at lessons learned. What do you think? Any lessons learned so far by Nigerians, by political actors, by the people of Rivers? Any lessons learned from Rivers emergency rule, Barrister?
No lesson, no lesson, because the main actor here is oblivious for what he did. Did he say that he was sorry for what happened, that he was misinformed or misled, that he didn't get all the information properly? That, there are things you will say. People will say, okay, maybe it was a mistake. But the man is telling you that nobody, he didn't even know that people challenge his action. So, he believed in what he did. So, what is the lesson here? There's no regret now. Is it not when you tell them, you say, this thing, I didn't know it's this bad though. Even the Attorney General of the Federation, who's supposed to know better as a lawyer, he was supporting what happened. So they are likely to do it again, especially countdown to 2027. I'm not joking. As long as they got away with it in River State, they are likely to do more by next year if the heat becomes too much. Unfortunately, protest, which is the right of every Nigerian against any injustice, I think they have expunged it from our constitution. You can no longer protest now. So how do you now draw attention to injustice from the government? How? You just sit down in your bedroom and talk. They say, don't mind them. Or did you hear what Tinubu told Wike when he was going to commission the ICC in Abuja? He said, don't mind people who are talking about whatever. The scandalous amount that was spent, he was not even bothered about it. He was just interested in his own selfish interest.
All right.
So such a person cannot regret anything. No, he can't.
Barrister Darlington, let's look at it. Before I let you go, we hear that the federal government has paid poor Nigerians the sum of 330 billion naira in cash transfers through the National Social Safety Net.
What do you think? Are you surprised?
National Social Safety Net Coordinating Office. That's the name. The National Social Safety Net Coordinating Office. 330 billion naira in cash transfers. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, disclosed these, while briefing press in Abuja yesterday. He disclosed that that there were about 19.7 million poor and vulnerable households and over 70 million individuals on the National Social Register. The cash transfers are being done from an $800 million facility of the World Bank. Some of the monies they've borrowed is what they're using to... Barrister, let's look at this together. What do you think?
Let us ask World Bank and the IMF. They will tell us the poverty index in Nigeria. Let us know whether that will reduce the poverty level. They should tell us whether what they did has reduced poverty in Nigeria. When you are pouring water on a perforated basket, please, will that basket ever fill up? You see an empty basket perforated all over, and you are pouring water in it. The water is draining from under, and you are pouring water. Then when you call, I poured 20 million liters of water in this place. But you will not tell us whether that thing can retain the water you are pouring. You see this thing they are telling you, it can't be cheated. It is money gone to private pockets. Don't deceive yourself. The poverty level is increasing. Why you say you are paying money? Who is... Look, the real poor people are in the hinterland, in the villages where there is no light, no bank. So how did they receive the money?
They say cash transfer, cash, It
so the poor people, did they have bank account? Transfer to who? transfer to, how did they collect the money? Can't you get it? Transfer to who? Whose account did they transfer the money to? Were you not here when they do scandal broke? And we had a certain amount of money was transferred to private account. Is that not what happened? So what makes you think that that incident is over? Somebody must have called, copied what happened and then take it to the next level. Go to the hinterland and see the level of poverty, and you tell me whether these people receive any money and through which means. No bank, no banking facility, no light, no electricity, not even network. So how did they get the money? Because the real poor people are in the villages, hinterland. So that alone has punctured whatever they are saying. You and I know it's not true. Party members have shared that money, waiting for 2027.
All right. Thank you, Barrister Darlington. Thank you for talking to us this morning. Appreciate you. Let me let you go.
It's my pleasure.
All right.
Please congratulate me now for coming back to office.
Okay, congratulations. Congratulations to you.
Good. They're waiting for my reaction.
Barrister Darlington Fubara. I'm sorry, Barrister Darlington Agumo. Thank you so much. It's 8 a.m. on the DOT.
You are listening
to the number one station.
to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
0700 903 903 903. It's the number to call to be part of the conversation this morning. 0700 903 903 903. You will move away from your radio set or turn down the volume for me so we can hear each other. And hey, you have just 60 seconds, okay? Be as brief as possible. Your messages too should be very, very brief. I beg you. Thank you so much, everyone. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. What's your name?
Yeah, Ikami Jude. My name is Babaji.
All right.
Yeah, honestly, let me talk about the cash transfer, APC. They transfer cash indeed, and we agreed, but for their party members, honestly, because I know what APC can do. That is why you see strong supporters of the president. If you can be able to engage them, you will understand that the third people have reason to support the president. APC, precisely. But they are collecting some kickback. Nobody knows. So I can tell you for free that the cash transfer they are talking about running into billions, there are some people collecting the money, but not poor Nigerians. And that is the truth. For Fubara returning, well, we understand that the president wants to get rivers. You know, the Peso rivers, Kano. But to penetrate Kano is very difficult because the Kwankwaso factor, and you know Kano is from the north. So it's very difficult for you just to enter there. But that of rivers, Tinubu has gotten river. On paper anyway, nobody knows what will happen 2027. But I've said it before on this, I've said it before on this platform that is only God Almighty that can remove Tinubu.
Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate your call. Hello, good morning here.
Good morning, Jida.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, it's Prince from Sweden.
Welcome, Prince.
Yeah, please, I want to ask Nigerians this morning, the leaders, especially the leaders, and these people contesting for elections and all that, the politicians, the political leaders, please, all of them go inside their bedroom this morning and look themselves in the mirror and they tell themselves that they have failed Nigeria. So how can we have a country whereby the president did what he wants and he did it and he came and justified it and nobody didn't care, nobody at all? We are just here looking at him and we are thinking about 2020. 2027 is here. We are seeing 2027 already. No need to wait. I don't understand this kind of thing. This judiciary we are talking about, I want those justice in the temple of justice. They say that the justice have the woman of justice is tied with a scarf. Will they have the morals that now to send somebody in prison if they commit crime? I want to ask them this question. I want these judges that are in Supreme Court today to look themselves in the mirror and tell themselves the truth that they have failed Nigeria. And this thing we are breathing today, pay for it to everybody, pay for it, including them.
Your network. Sorry about that. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning to you.
My name is Obina calling from it.
All right.
Are we all looking up to build a better Nigeria? I ask you this question. Are we all looking up to build a better Nigeria? No, I ask you this question, but because with this snagging all the leaders are doing, can we get it right? With deceit and lying, doing what is not right, can we get a better Nigeria? That is what I'm asking you. With this leg now, can we get up to build a better Nigeria? Because all what they are doing there, I don't even think that they knows they are not doing what is right. The leaders do what they like, and that is not how to build a country. It's not. We cannot get it right. Never. We can't get it right. The Nigeria is getting worse by every day by day. That is what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Let's talk to you too. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Kamijide.
Good morning to you.
My name is Daniel. I'm calling from Alaba.
All right, let's go.
My own take is that it's not today we have been transferring money. Even when students and at home, we still transfer money. So today, if they come to tell us that they are transferring money to the people vulnerable, let the people then transfer this money, call this radio station and testify that yes, they received this money. That way, I will believe that these people truly they bought this money. In this country, people tell us that the money made for COVID-19 will be used to build hospital, use it to build infrastructure. As of today, my brother, where is the hospital and where is the medicine in the hospital? Second base, my brother.
Thank you.
It's only God that will save Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. Jeez. Oh. I beg you, move away from your radio set. I'm saying it again. Please, move away from your radio set or turn down the volume. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. I love getting you today. God bless you. Yeah. You people just open up something. You see, I love the government usually say. They usually say that our vote can't count. This is my first time of hearing the amount they brought out to give poor people. And I'm poor. At least I have account savings. Somebody eated something. How many people? Let them tell the people. Because if we didn't come out to vote now, they will complain. Then let them tell us. Now when they bring money, they give it to their party woman, party chairman, and the this. Let them call us that day. If you know you received money, come and vote. If you know you didn't receive the money we pay, don't vote. To see whether you will see anybody there. Where did they bring this money? Whom did they give in this Nigeria? 1 million, we are about 2 million something people. Then if you bring out such amount to check, try to check, including you, how much you will be able to receive. Why are they deceiving us? Why are they deceiving us? So let them tell me, I need my own. I need my own. I'm paying tax, I'm paying revenue. I need my own. Yeah? I haven't seen this type of thing. One. Then for the other place, the solution you people can be helping us is let Nigerians pay this thing. Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah. You see, if they can put this type of thing, what God is revealing to me. For example, they contest election at the stop of.
Hello? Okay, thank you so much, sir, for your comments, okay? Thank you indeed. Temitope Onatoye is saying, I wept bitterly when the news also confirmed that one of the major reasons that the President Tinubu has cut short his 10 days working visit to Europe was for the sake of the love he has for our democracy, which was to enable him to reinstate the suspended governor of Rivers State, whereas the same president didn't deem it fit to show same love, thereby cutting short his trip when innocent citizens lost their lives in the flooded disaster and were being killed in hundreds by bandits. Furthermore, with the economic hardship in the country, which is hitting hard on everyone, is distribution of money to the vulnerable the solution to the problem on ground? Let's leave that. Temitope Onatoye, thank you so much. How can the president say that the state of emergency declared in Rivers State is justified when he never allowed court to sit on the case of emergency taken to court by PDP governors to challenge the legality of the state of emergency? Benjamin from Shogunle. And then Mayor from Ikotunigbe is saying, if I hear you people very well, about the fire outbreak in Broad Street is caused by the use of generators. Your president, when he was campaigning in 2023, said if he did not give Nigerians power, they should not vote for him. So, if there is power, will anyone make use of generator? That means Tinubu has failed himself and Nigerians. Mayor from Ikotunigbe. Let me talk to you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. His Grace, just hold on, okay? Just hold on. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Chike. I'm calling from my papa.
Okay.
Yes, how many billions they said that they cash transfer to the poor of the poor? That money is, yes, they share the money, but the money not get to the poorest of the poor. And I will give you an example. If you are directly connected to APC, maybe you're holding any appointment, your generation can never be poor again. And I see this. I'm not saying it because maybe I'm just guessing. I have a very close friend who happens to be my schoolmate in secondary school.
Oh, what happened? Oh, sorry about that. Hello, good morning here.
Hello, good morning, Kamejude.
Thank you for waiting.
This is Paul from Egbeda.
Thank you for waiting. Talk to us now.
Yeah, I always get excited every morning when I hear your voice. Kamejude, what I want to ask, the head of the Supreme Court today in Nigeria that gives the final verdict and whatever the rule becomes the law of the land, was the person who made number 4 to become number 1 in Imo State. Now, how do you think that we're going to have a judiciary that will stand and defend the right of Nigerians in 2027 general elections? That's number 1. Number 2, I disagree with Barrister Darlington when he said the people failed to protest, that if they had protest and anything happened, that America and UK would have come to their aid. What happened? What did America and UK, what did they do when Nigerians were massacred at Lekki Toll Gate, when the youth protested peacefully and they were massacred, even which BBC covered? So what did the American government or UK did, or the Western world? So they are there. They even want us to go down so that they will continue to milk our nation. So let nobody hope on these Western nations. They are interested for us to borrow money so that they continue to lord over us. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. CJ Odubodu from Ladipo. Fubara have disappointed the Rivers people. that elected him in office. He started like a lion and he's ending up as a cat because of his selfish interests. It's a pity our state governors, have become what now? Political slaves to our rock. Well, heaven is watching. That's what he said. Okay, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Jide, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Innocent. I'm calling from Amu Ward of Estate. Please, Jide, I want to talk. People is blaming PDP. Nobody should blame PDP. They should blame those who head in the PDP. Wike, P2B, and Atiku. That is the people that elected PDP. And the PDP cannot do anything without these three people. So nobody should be that they handicap or they have without these people. The PDP cannot do anything. It's only three of them to apply. People will come out. And that is one. For the Fubara, nobody should blame Fubara for anything now because Fubara is still in a right track as far as I'm concerned. After all, now, if this local government chairman, their money is coming through Fubara account, is it not? So you have right as other governors have. If you don't respect him, he will punish you. And nothing, this is it. Fubara enemy, they have exhausted their energy. They have no other energy. Are they going to remove him again? Are they going to put any state of emergency in the river state again?
Thank you.
That is over. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello, good morning here.
Yeah, good morning, Ikami Jibe.
Good morning to you this morning.
Yeah, Mazi from Germany.
Welcome.
You see, when we say that black people, I mean sub-Saharan Africa, we are not ready, we are not civilized enough for democracy. People think that I'm a black man, I'm an Igbo man, but we are not civilized to be practicing democracy. That is the fact. Do it from now to another 400 years, the same thing will be kind as we are kind today. Look at what happened in River State. A president is reinstating an elected governor. Even Babangida could not have done this. General Buhari, who was a military dictator, didn't do this. And a civilian who told you that he fought for democracy removed a governor and then later brought him back. And Nigerians are clapping. The world press is clapping. People are happy about it. We are not ready. We are not civilized enough for democracy. Finally, a police killed IPOB terrorists, in Imo State. Fine, but in the same Nigeria, you see police, army, DSS guiding notorious killers from the north. Notorious killers, begging them to come and take money and lay down their arms. And is it Ikami Jude? Is it the same one Nigeria we're talking about? Let us be honest. Ikami Jude, you were a good man. You were a good man. Is it fair? Is it justice and equity for Ndibo that people who are waving Biafran flags are being murdered, but people who are killing people, taking people, kidnapping people, taxing people, are being pampered, giving money. Good morning from here.
Good morning from here too. Thank you so much for calling. Let's get back home, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Okudele, calling from Alawa.
Okay.
Yeah. We are talking about Rivers State. Number one, the governor of Rivers State, nobody should blame him. Somebody who everybody abandoned. He cannot fight president because they said the power constitution give president is more than any other president in this country, in the world. Our own Nigerian president. President can do whatever he wants and go free. Nobody question him. So nobody should blame the man for now. That's one. Secondly, they are talking about this man, Yahoo boy, the gentle Yahoo. They said they killed him, and I'm confused. Where I'm confused is this. Yesterday, according to the paper, where the state said they raided his hideout, and the second commander was shot. Then nobody have ever seen a gentle Yahoo or picture of where Army arrested him and handcuffed him. I want to see him being handcuffed. We are from East. Most especially, we are from Imo State. We are not happy for what is happening in Imo State. So if they kill him or they arrest him, let them show us so that we will be happy and know, yes, that these people have done a lot.
Okay.
So that's my own take this morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you indeed. Appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Let me take some messages now. Elder from Isheri Oshun, Rivers people are going to see a totally different Fubara. I pray he performs. Dangote is serious in his fuel distribution. He supplied PMS in my area on Monday, and they are selling it at, how much did you say? 841 naira. Police should stop calling those IPOP terrorists. ShopRite is shutting down in Nigeria. Okay. Okay. Please, I didn't hear you well. Did I hear you say that this government is buzzed? How much? To who? Can VOP conduct a survey that those that benefited the Wale Adun series should call and confirm? He came back from Mafoluku. Thank you so much. Austin, living in Ejigbo, is saying good morning to you. Nice job you're doing, but please. Okay. Okay, let me talk to you first. Hello, good morning here.
Hello, good morning, Kamijude.
Good morning.
How has your day been?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Yes. My name is Joshua Perkins. I'm calling from Okota. A part in Ecclesiastes said that the wise and the fool, death happened to them. But what prolongs the life of a wise man is his craftiness. Now look at what is happening in Nigeria, especially River State. How an elected governor was removed for 6 months, and now it's been brought back. An affront and an aberration to the purported democracy we say we are practicing. Look at that bandit that basically come out on national TV to dialogue with community when that guy is supposed to be hanged or probably in the firing squad. Are they not breeding anarchy?
Okay.
Are they?
Thank you so much. Let's leave it there because of our time. Okay. Thank you so much. I think I have to read some messages now because I have a whole lot of them. Okay. The Obedient Movement vows to support Mogalu to win the upcoming governorship election in Anambra State, and it's a welcome development. And many IPOP terrorists killed in Imo State, and police, point of correction. IPOP is not a terrorist organization. Leo from Lagos, and then Tunde from Ijegun. No, now Tunde from Ijegun. Well, let me hold on with that first. Now that Governor Fubara has served the 6-month suspension and is about to resume, I urge the Senate to bring peace to its floor by allowing Senator Natasha to equally commence the duty of representing our people. This will create a conducive atmosphere for better legislation. Enough of the worrying. OCYJ, thank you so much. Let's also look at it now. Iotech from Arena Market. Now that democracy have returned to Rivers State, I therefore charge Mr. Fubara to do the bidding of Rivers people. The federal government have come with their propaganda. Who are the people that receive this money disbursed by the federal government? What they're doing is who now? I don't like it when you call people names, okay? So let's leave it there. Why can't Wike hail Tinubu? Or why won't Wike, is what you're trying to say, hail Tinubu about Fubara's reinstatement when him and his co-travelers have cornered 6 months oil allocation? I'm not aware of this. Actually, Steve Ikelu from Maryland are not there, okay? Just like VAR reviews don't happen after a football match, Governor Fubara shouldn't let self-serving politicians and armchair commentators dictate his decisions. Aberdeen from Bagada. Okay. Good morning, Ikamijida. How is life with you? It's unfortunate that Nigeria is going at the wrong direction. what happened in Rivers State should be expected to play, shouldn't be expected to play, in this time. All right. What are you trying to? Kilo from Barua. Thank you so much. Yes, I understand. It was sent in error. I understand. Okay. Ibok indeed left a legacy behind, because legacy should be positive or negative. The posterity will surely judge all our today's actions and contributions in all our field of endeavors. God bless Nigeria, Pastor Gabriel Ekuma. And for me, I still wonder if Governor Fubara's resumption will add anything or any color to the people of Rivers State, based on hidden circumstances beyond imagination of the outsiders, which is being subject to. However, I put it to you, don't put it to me again. Don't try it. Don't try it at all. I put it to you that the unborn generation will talk about Bola Tinubu and Wike for their hot baptism to the people of Rivers State. They have already written their own history in the negative side of Nigeria. Period. Pop Chu from Ikorodu. Don't try to put it to me. Adeoba from Lagos. In the absence of the rule of law, impunity will be the order of the day. Look at what transpired in Rivers State. From Rivers State emergency rule to my time is up. Oh, they're telling me my time is up. I wish I could read all of your messages this morning. Okay? But let me take a chill pill and come back later. Oh, later I will be having the doctor. Everyone, I hope you join me to have a health talk with Dr. Charles Adeogun this morning. Okay? But I'll be here by 10:30 as usual. And we'll talk more. I love you all so much, everyone. I will always let you know that on social media we can talk more. Okay? Yes. On Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, on X, everywhere. I am Ikami Jude, and that is spelled IKAMIJUDEH. IKAMIJUDEH. I love you all so much, and I will see you later. All right? Yes. It is well. It is well. Nigeria, it is well.
Please note, the views and opinions expressed on this program solely those of the